But in 4 years, he needs to label himself as a wide receiver permanently for the actual financial benefits of it. Because we know he can play wide receiver. He done phenomenal things at Colorado. Made some phenomenal catches. That, you know, and I know Adam Schefter said we don't know how he's not sure how much time he spent honing in his craft. Look, Travis Hunter is an athlete. Just naturally, he's better than 90% of the world. Just naturally of being an athlete that he is. Because he could hoop. He's damn good at basketball. Pretty sure he can play some baseball. You know, he probably deadly on the soccer field. I don't know. He's an athlete. So whatever time he spent working at wide receiver or cornerback, hell, it landed him D1 scholarships, had him at the #1 recruit, excluding them. We got pieces of shit in all the sports fans, in every stadium. So this PSA is to every piece of shit that if you take your ass to a sporting event and you just a piece of shit, please do us all a favor in society. Keep your ass at home. If you don't know how to act in public, you don't know how to have the right decorum, you can't keep your hands to yourself, you can't, you know, you're over there yelling out personal stuff to deliberately hurt somebody, verbally hurt somebody, keep your ass at home. Because me personally, I'm at that point in my life where I'm going to a sporting event for a real relaxing time, especially at a baseball game. I got the kids with me. Come on, man. Please don't have me show my ass in front of my kids. Please don't. They don't need to see that side of daddy. Because I'm crazy as hell, and they don't need to see that. They don't need to see the crazy side of daddy. But besides, take this for, not about me, but just in general, you're literally killing the atmosphere. Longevity of that is there's going to be a point in time in his career, and not just okay. Here's a specific point in time that he's going to have to decide if he's going to be a cornerback or a wide receiver. After this rookie year is done, he needs to decide. And here's why I say that. Because there's a huge difference in the pay scale of a cornerback and a wide receiver. Okay. All right. So for instance, right now, top 3 corners that are paid. Okay, let's go top 5. Let's go top 5. All right. Denzel Ward, he's at #1. His contract value is $100.5 million. J.C. Horn, #2 at $100 million. Marshawn Latimer, 97.6. Marlon Humphrey, 97.5. Trayvon Diggs, 97. All right. Those are your top 5. All right. Let's go to wide receiver. All right. #1, Jamar Chase, $161 million. Justin Jefferson, $140 million. CeeDee Lamb, $136. DK Metcalf, $132. Amon-Ra St. Brown, $120. So my point is, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the time that you will see Travis Hunter make a decision when he will be either a full-time cornerback or wide receiver. It'll be that point in time. So for the next 4 years, let's enjoy the Shohei Ohtani of the NFL. He was an interesting, or had an interesting, I should say, half to the draft. Just the last few months, obviously, because he was well talked about because he decided not to work out with any of the teams, and obviously that's going to be very talked about. You know what I'm saying? And there are times where, there's going to be talks about like, hey, why did he do this? Why did it, who gave him this idea? Or, so and so forth. And obviously they're going to talk about why did you not work out with any team? I might have my opinions, but this is, this was kind of like one of those things where he got drafted. Hey man, I'm telling you, penalty box, 5-minute penalty box. If they put these little keyboard warriors that get some little liquid courage and put them in a 5-minute penalty box with the athletes, in that shit real quick. Because I'm telling you, there's gonna be a time, and we've seen it before. We've seen it before with these athletes in the streets. Somebody saying too much, done too much, gone a little bit too far, and some of these athletes will buck back. They ain't scared of y'all. These are pro athletes in the tip top of shape. And can you over here, you a SoundCloud rapper and none of that shit. You a Wall Street trade marketer. They don't give about none of that. You popping off and talking crazy and get reckless, man. Some of these dudes, and some of these dudes in these pro athletes, they are not from, places that are just, nah. They coming from some rough parts, some survival of the fittest type of parts in America. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to get that value for yourself as what your production does, especially if you playing more than one position. They're going to ask you to, how are you, what's your position? It happens in every negotiation. TJ Watt, I believe that was part of his negotiation. He was like, nah, man, you're not going to label me as an outside linebacker because the market is not there. But DN is. DN is there. The money is there at defensive end. You got to ask for a label. You're asking for a label, and you should as a player, especially if you're playing more than multiple positions. I can't sit there and take the lesser of the two. Not in this sport. This sport is brutal. This sport is nasty. Get your money. Literally go and Google about this man and his family history of something that he probably don't even want. We don't know that man, how he handled that situation. I know it was 2017 and it's 2025, but we can't sit here and put a timeline on people's grief and act like they're supposed to just heal over certain things. Fortunately for me, I haven't had to deal with the situation of bearing a parent. That's the fortunate part. The unfortunate part is at the point, there's going to be a point in time where I'm going to have to deal with it. Life, death, and taxes are guaranteed. So that's the unfortunate part. But that's why I'm saying this take like this, because I'm just confused on this 22-year-old man thinking that that was okay to do, that was the thing to do. I'm confused as why are we like this as human beings that we got to take this to the ballpark? Huh? That's your stage to go and disrespect that man like that? Just because you bought your ticket, that gives you the audacity to say whatever the hell you want to a player on the field? That's crazy. I'm telling you, this is how we gonna end this shit. All right? Anytime there's a player that is harassed by a fan, there needs to be a 5-minute penalty box. If you're producing at cornerback and you're producing at wide receiver, they're going to pay you for one position. So if that's the case, if I'm Travis Hunter, then pay me as a wide receiver and not as a cornerback. The market is much higher and much lucrative at wide receiver. That's the game, how they set it up. That's the game that they play. It'll be up for the Jaguars to change that narrative. If they want to pay him for a wide receiver, and say Travis Hunter in 5 years has put up the numbers as a solid number 2 or number 1 wide receiver, and he has the efficiency to play, top 15 corner-ish in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? That's snaps, man. That's snaps. That's not payment. They're not paying Debo as a running back 2 and a wide receiver 2. They paying him as a wide receiver 2.
Yeah. Solid Hill TD, yes, what's up? Yeah, come on. Yeah. LW.